How happy have you been with what you've seen pre-season?
Yeah, I think it's been a tougher pre-season probably than last because we've had more players to integrate within the squad, and you've got to allow a bit of breaking in time so they understand how other players, existing players, work, and it's all about getting that understanding and confidence in each other. Bit by bit, it's taken place. So we're happy.
Just bring us up to date then. How much your squad's changed since the end of last season?
So overall, what with loans returning to their parent clubs, players leaving on transfer, contracts being expired and released, there were 9 departures and 7 players brought in. So it's quite a big change, and I won't want to make any more changes, but I did think it needed freshening up so it could go again.
And of course, I guess it's keeping the players on the toes and knowing that, all right, they're settled, they're safe, but they've got to be looking over the shoulders.
Yeah, I think we just come with the simple idea that lads perhaps on the fringes, we needed to cut our cloth accordingly, so it would raise funds if those players left the club. As difficult as it is, we've got to look at the vision and where we want to be, and so that allowed us to bring players in, and you don't bring in any subs, do you? On paper, eventually there'll have to be subs on Saturday, but in terms of on reputation and a standard of what we've seen, we brought them in to be played. So it's made for a few headache selections for the next, obviously, 44 weeks, which is a good problem to have, but we've got a good talented squad.
Now, you certainly grabbed headlines last year with the first season that you had at this level in the National League. You got to the playoffs. I'm guessing you want to go one step better this year, but what would you consider to be a successful season this year?
At least holding that position in the end, and there may be a settling period because we made more changes, but I think we'll be better in the long run, and that's is how you end the season in terms of finishing position, is how I'll be judged and everyone will be judged at the club. But we're excited about our prospects, notwithstanding that we understand it's going to be a tough league. A lot of clubs, I think there's been more player movement at this level than any other level in the football pyramid. And so we know it's tough for some big clubs, starting Saturday with Solihull.
Do you feel better prepared this year, having had that year under your belt?
Yeah, I do actually, personally, and I think collectively. I think the knowledge of the league is obviously better because of experience, and I think we can be braver with it because that knowledge just gives you an idea of what's about, the strengths, the limitations, of certain teams, and so it gives you a bit more confidence. But we know it's a tough one. Attitude you have to bring to the table every single week at this level because there's so much talent around.
So let's look at your opposition. Solihull, you've mentioned. How tough a start do you think this one is for you?
As tough as it gets, but to be honest, last year we went into the Sutton game a bit unaware of them, but having watched videos of them, we knew how strong they were. A strong, experienced team. They were physical first and foremost, but then played from there, and that's pretty much what Solihull are. They'll have 5 huge lads going up for set pieces. They'll hit the long diagonal balls. They'll play for seconds, and they're very effective. And they've got good midfielders following up that with seconds, and they can certainly play. So we've got to counteract that, but not fight toe to toe with them in the same respect. You've got to be strong, but we've got to shift the ball quickly. We've got to use the full width of the pitch, and we've got to play exciting football in order to break down what will be an experienced back line.
And one player that you will know particularly well because he's had pre-season with you and obviously last season, Callum Howe.
Yeah, well, we've got him fit, but yeah, it's not that was planned. We had a 19-man squad. We're down to 18, which probably a lot of squads would be bigger than us. But we're like it tight. It's unfortunate the timing, but you have to be more professional than that and be equipped to be able to deal with circumstances. At every level, good players leave, and over the long period of time now, we've developed as a team, evolved as a team, and sometimes you have to. Circumstances dictate that. Craig McGilvery left, and I got Peter Crook. He was the goalkeeper of the season in National League North. He departed. We've got James Belshaw, who's been an absolute star for the team and the club. Defensively, Danny Ellis was a favourite. Then he departed when we went full time. Warren Burrell came we adapted from midfield to centre half. we went up on the back of performances from people like him. You know, and up front, Simon Ainge scored 35 goals, departed. Mark Beck is on fire. We've got good strength behind that. You know, so right across the board, we've had to make difficult decisions, but hopefully for the benefit of the club, whether financially, whether because we can develop players from within, but hopefully in the end we'll find a way to win.
At this stage, how easy is it to find a replacement? I know you've already said to us that you're not desperate, but you are looking. But at this stage of the season, when a lot of teams are sorted, how easy is it to find someone to bring in?
Well, it's easy to, with respect, there's players out there, but it's easy to snatch and panic, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather show confidence in the existing players in the building. They're very, very capable. I'm excited about the pace right throughout the squad now. 4 out of the back 5, including the keeper. We're in the top sprinters in the club when we had Tess in York. It's really fresh. We've got a little bit more inexperience in the back line, but you've got to let people get into the team sometimes and grow. Just use the example of Craig McGilvray, look where he is now. He needed games. Will Smith and Connor Hall will be presented with the opportunity, and that's all you can ask for in life. And we all need opportunities, and if you attack it with the right attitude, and then whilst people will make mistakes, you've got to allow them to grow.
So finally, the team for this weekend, I'm not asking you to name it, but is everyone fit? Is there any knocks and bumps that you might be concerned about from the pre-season matches?
Touch wood, no. We came through unscathed today and yesterday, so day off tomorrow. Only got 2 days to go with that in that same vein, and hopefully we can. We're going to select a strong team from a strong squad, and our biggest headache is leaving 2 out, and that's the hardest part of my job. But that'll give me a sleepless night, because you know we appreciate every player has worked so hard in this pre-season and deserves to be selected. But that's the nature of my job. You have to make difficult decisions, but everyone will be valued and needed throughout the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.